Hey guys, it's Steph here. I'm going to give you a little update on my Lisianthus. It's doing amazing. I actually have to repot them today. I just feel like my little cell trays are drying out a little bit too quickly. So I'm going to be upgrading them to 4-inch, I think are 3 to 4-inch containers. Just get them in some fresh soil because they'll be able to hang out in there for the next month and a half because they grow so slowly. So I want to show you how slow they're growing, but they're doing really well. And then I'm also going to show you another method. So if you're going out of town and you can't spray your tulips, keep them away from the deer, I'll show you 2 other methods I'm going to be using. This is going to be a great alternative to spraying when I can't do it. So I'm really excited to have a tulip tour here in about a month and a half. It's going to be so pretty because I have so many tulips. This winter has been beautiful for tulips, so much moisture. It's been really cold. It's right around the corner. It's still about a month away, but it feels like it's right around the corner. Actually, it's more like 2 weeks away, depending on our weather. 3 weeks. It's sooner than I thought. I was thinking it was a month, so that's even more exciting. So let's check out this Lisianthus. Okay, so overall they're doing pretty good, but I do want to put them in fresh soil just because I have been dealing with fungus gnats. I was getting on top of them, but then one night in the greenhouse, I had a leak because it was raining a ton and it actually leaked right into my cell trays. I didn't know they were getting watered. And my Lisianthus were soaking for like hours and hours in this water. So they got really wet. And so I do think they got more fungus gnats because fungus gnats larva likes to hang out in moist soil. So I'm just going to repot them, put them in some fresh soil, get rid of those larvas, just because I'm going to need to upgrade them to bigger cell trays anyway. So I'm going to do it now. But a good rule of thumb is you want to upgrade to a bigger tray when you start to see the roots growing at the bottom. Right now they're fine. They're not really doing that. But I'm just going to go ahead and put them in this fresh soil anyway. I'm also noticing a lot of algae on these little cell trays. So if you are having that issue, just sprinkle some cinnamon. But I'm not going to do that because I'm getting this fresh soil. They've just been in their trays for so long. It's been January, February, like almost 2 months now, 2.5 months. And so that's why I just want to repot them up. Just because Lisianthus are one of those seedlings that take forever to grow and they are in their trays longer than most of your other seedlings. So these are the containers I'm upgrading them to. I wouldn't recommend starting out with bigger ones, unless of course it's bigger seeds and that's what they recommend, like your sweet peas or hyacinth beans, ones that want to be in bigger cell trays. This one definitely needs to be upgraded because those roots are starting to wrap around each other. 2 hours later, they are in their bigger cell trays. It is a little bit tedious, but I am so relieved because I'm not going to have to do anything with them except for just water them, fertilize them until they are ready to go in the ground, which is going to be nice because I'm going to be so busy with my heat-loving annuals and growing other seeds that this is a good time to do it. So right now I'm going to go ahead and start laying some deer repellent. I'll show you the 2 things I'm going to be using. I am not going to be able to spray for a couple of days, so I'm really worried about them chomping down my tulips in those 2 days. There is no way I'm going to let them eat them because I put so much work into them last fall planting. I think it's like 1,500 tulips. I'm not exactly sure. It's amazing how much you forget just in a couple of months. Actually, we've had a nonstop winter for about 5 months now, so I guess that's a pretty long time. The first thing I'm going to use is coffee grounds. I have never used these before, but they smell really strong. So I actually went to Starbucks and they give out free coffee grounds. I have about 20 pounds. It was kind of funny. I walked in the store and I asked them if they had any, and they actually just set some aside for people like me. So this is what it looks like. It's just really powdery. It's the first time I'm looking at it. Another huge bonus with using the coffee grounds is it's actually a good fertilizer. It's high in nitrogen. It has some phosphorus, which the tulip bulbs are gonna love, and some potassium. So in addition to all of those awesome things, it also encourages the worms. They really like to feed on it. So it is really good for the soil. So anyways, and it was free. I am not kidding. I got they probably had a 50-pound bag. They're going through a lot of coffee. I'm not going to use coffee grounds a lot. I'm only going to use it this one time because I don't anticipate needing it. But the Irish Spring soap is just stinky. And so I'm gonna start spreading those all around my tulips. It's snowing right now. Obviously it's covered in about a foot of snow right now, but I'm gonna sprinkle it where the snow is because I anticipate it's gonna melt pretty quickly as it warms up, and then they'll kind of just settle into the ground like you do with your poppy seeds. And then I'm also gonna get some Irish Spring soap. I've actually cut them into cubes already. This stuff is really strong. I'm gonna use both of them. Here's the Irish Spring. I put about 12 bars in here for $8, so it's really cheap, and just broke them up into bigger chunks because I don't want them to completely dissolve over a week. This is where I have a bunch of tulips. They are all hiding under the snow because we got 8 inches last night. So I'm gonna just sprinkle them from that end all the way over here. I know it's kind of dumb to start spreading some coffee grounds when it's so wet and moist, but I really have no other option at this point. And if it keeps them away for a few days, that would be good. And this will dissolve more slowly. So that's why I'm doing both of them, just to make sure. Okay, I'm done. I know this is absolutely ridiculous. I just went and checked all the soap. I just scattered it around, so it's kind of hiding in the snow. You can't see it, but I don't know. This is my best shot for now. I didn't plan this very well, and I could have never imagined we would have a winter like this. I just can't even spray. So I have a few more areas. I'm just gonna finish doing that. So I wouldn't recommend doing the coffee grounds all the time. That'd be a lot of fertilizer to your bulbs. Spraying is really the better method, just because if you can, because it lasts a little bit longer if it's not raining. You don't have to spray like every 5 to 7 days, just depending on what your weather is like. So I'm really hoping that the snow won't melt in time anyway. It's about a foot, so it's a little deeper than I thought. So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, the tulips might not even be uncovered before the deer can even see them. And who knows if the deer will even come down by then, but they usually do. They know. It's kind of like my kids. Without fail, they always know that there's candy hiding somewhere. I don't know how, but they figure it out. I hope you guys like this video, learned something new. This is a great way to try and protect your tulips if you cannot spray them, or if you're leaving out of town, or you're just feeling a little bit more lazy. It is actually easier to spread the coffee grounds than it is to spray. So anyway, they do smell. It's actually smelling really strong. I can smell it all right now, and it's a little bit, I don't like it. Anyway, I thought I liked the smell of coffee grounds, but I do not. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good day. It's snowing again. It's gonna snow again tomorrow. Hopefully next week it's gonna start warming up, but I just do not know this year. This is the craziest winter. Hope to see you in my next videos. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you like this video, the subscribe button, and the notification bell for future videos. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.